What is up, everyone? Riley, how
What's
you
up?
doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Welcome to our first ever sermon thoughts.
Yeah,
Are you excited?
I'm
Are
very
you
excited.
honored that you're the first person?
I am very
Yeah.
honored that I'm
Well,
first.
Riley, introduce yourself to the people.
Well, obviously my name is Riley. I am a senior this year,
Let's
and
go.
I and I go to Hickory Grove Christian, which is kind of like against the school, but
It's like
it's what.
Metrolina's arch enemy,
Yeah, you can
pretty
say that.
much.
Pretty much.
Pretty
But
much.
I mean, I still like it here,
Yeah.
and I still feel loved. So
You do feel loved, even though you're on the dark side.
yeah, the
Yeah.
dark side. Yeah, sure.
Good, man. Good. Well, so wow, I just dropped my lid. Basically, what we had the thought of doing was obviously Justin preaches every Wednesday night,
Yeah,
or somebody preaches every Wednesday. Of us just coming in here, me and one student, so you sometimes, some other guys,
yeah,
whoever really, whoever wants to. If you want to come sit in the room and just talk about the sermon, like let me know and
yeah.
we'll do it. And that's kind of what we're gonna do every Thursday.
Sweet.
Is we're just gonna sit in here and we're just gonna talk. And I told Riley this a minute ago. I have no plan or objective for how this is gonna go.
Yeah,
I was on the ride over here earlier, and I was like, I have no idea like what to even start with or what questions to ask. And I'm gonna be honest, I missed like the first probably 10, 15 minutes of the sermon last night because we
pretty
were
big
cleaning
part.
up like what was it, snow cones and popcorn and stuff. And it took forever to clean everything up. Because you guys are messy. No, I'm just kidding. But it took so long to clean up that it was like that just didn't get in there in time,
Yeah,
which was a bummer. I did watch it back this morning,
yeah.
just so you guys know. But I was kind of like working at the same time I was listening, so I was like half paying attention.
He spent most of the time playing with the bubbles, then he cleaned up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You gotta finish it out, you know. But it was a good sermon.
It was very good.
The ending, especially, I really
Oh
really
yeah.
loved. So yeah, man, let's just talk about it.
Sweet.
So when you think back to the sermon, and you think back last night, I know sometimes it's even hard. Like I know it's been a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is hard though to like wrap your brain fully around like
Yeah, yeah.
what just happened. But what was something that kind of really did stand out to you?
Um, well, I'll kind of say like near the end, like something that just stood out to me. Kind of not really the sermon, but like how everyone like went up to the like the front and like started praying for that burden that people
Yeah.
want to like share the word of Jesus.
Yeah, so
And
cool.
it was like beautiful to see.
Yeah,
But now for the sermon part, I would say like him dissecting down the Great Commission, like
Mhm.
part by part, go therefore, make disciples, baptize them,
yeah,
and was kind of like showing like the meaning behind it, like the
Yeah.
importance of it,
yeah.
which yeah, I would say like it's the biggest part. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
it was cool. It was yeah, I'm with you. The ending was so awesome. And I know this is like obviously kind of the main idea of the sermon. But it really did stand out to me of just how massive that number was on
Oh
the
yeah,
screen.
that was
Do you
huge.
remember what it was?
17,066.
Let's go. Look at that.
That was bothering me the whole sermon.
Yeah, was it? See, I knew what was coming. Like I knew his idea behind it, so I knew what that
And I
was.
think Will said it was just seniors. Was that true? Or
No,
is it-
that's everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
then Will just straight up lied.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was everybody. But no, he probably just did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Sorry,
but
Will.
there's more schools like when he asked people.
Oh
like,
yeah,
raise
there's
their
definitely
hands.
more people.
So there was early college. I don't think CATA was mentioned. It's like there's more schools. I mean, that number is probably close, if not north of 20,000,
Yeah,
which is insane.
especially like public schools in general, because my school, like our high school alone, is 300,
Yeah,
and like just that kind of small part of it is
yeah,
like, oh my goodness.
yeah. It's massive. Like imagine, like okay, we didn't even have 300 there last night, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't even have 200 students there last night.
Yeah.
Like imagine if all 300 students from Hickory Grove came. Like that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
like
But like,
one person, if everyone there invited one person, like we would,
oh my goodness,
that'd be a lot.
it would double.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one person.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can do way more than that.
You can speak to a lot
And
of people.
yeah, I'll kind of share what my burden was towards the end of this. But yeah, there's something with that number that really stood out to me. I'll share about that in a little bit. So we the first topic, I guess, was almost like a worship and doubt, right? because I wrote down one thing I thought that was interesting was some people were worshiping Jesus while others were doubting,
Mm-hmm.
right? And even after what Justin said, even after they had seen the resurrected Jesus,
They still doubted.
they were still doubting.
Yeah.
So like, what kind of comes to mind with that?
Well, I mean, I feel like we can't really talk about what they experienced because
Yeah.
we haven't seen Jesus. But
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen his power.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of find it hard to believe how like you've seen him and that yet you still doubt.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can't really think of an example.
No, yeah, you're good.
But it just surprises me.
Yeah.
Like,
It is crazy because we think like, man, if we saw Jesus, like, obviously we're gonna believe in him.
Mhm.
Maybe not.
maybe not.
Like they did it.
Mhm.
So I loved that point he made about how some people are just looking for like the next thing. Like if we can just see Jesus, if we can just see him do this or this miracle happens or whatever, then I'll believe. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, you probably won't.
Yeah, a big problem I see when like people are trying to get into Christianity is like, Lord, please show me a sign that you're
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like, I mean, he does.
It
show-
can
he
happen,
shows
absolutely.
signs, but it won't be the way you expect.
Yeah.
Like he
There
won't
will
just
always
like,
be
bang.
something extra that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because it does. It requires faith,
Mhm.
right? And it's not a blind faith, no, but there is a faith aspect to it,
Mhm.
and yeah, I think that's so important.
Yeah.
Let's ask this: have you ever felt like maybe okay, I believe in Jesus,
Mhm.
right? But I still have questions. I still
Yeah.
doubt. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. There's definitely been times in my life where like, yes, I know Jesus. I
Mhm.
know I'm saved. I know I'm following him. But like there's some things that bring up questions or every once in a while you
Oh,
have
yeah.
a thought of like, man, like that it seems crazy,
Mhm.
you know? And so what do we kind of do with those thoughts?
I would say, ask a leader, ask a person that knows the Bible well and
Yeah.
like studied it, like for Justin or like Pastor Mike or what's his name, Lance.
Yeah.
Does live.
Yeah, Pastor.
Ask a pastor or leader because they're experienced. They know what they're talking about, and then
Yeah.
also just pray
Yeah.
because, like you said, it's faith. Like you may get the answer to the question, you may not.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're humans. We're not going to know everything, and we're not supposed to know everything because
Yeah.
God is complex, and He's. I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, you're good. You're good. I think there's a difference. There's definitely a difference between having doubts and allowing those doubts to pull you away from Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? Like having a doubt is not a problem. Like you're gonna, if you're following Jesus for any amount of time, you're gonna have doubts at some point in your life. It's just what are you gonna do with those doubts? Are you gonna let those doubts pull you away from Jesus?
Yeah.
And be like, well, I'm just having this thought, and so none of this can be true, and all, and you just let it lead you down some crazy path, and that can easily happen.
Mhm.
Or you have that doubt lead you to, like you said, ask other people, ask pastors, ask leaders, ask your small group leaders questions,
Yeah.
and what it actually can do is lead you to seek God more.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It can lead you to pray more, to read more scripture, to study the word more, to ask more questions. So your doubt, actually, sometimes God can use it to grow and strengthen your faith, which I think is awesome. And I love that, like, Jesus didn't push his doubters away.
Oh yeah.
Because, I mean, he easily could have done that.
Yeah.
Like, they'd
Yeah.
been walking with him and following him, and they'd seen him resurrected, and yet they're still doubting.
Yeah.
And he didn't push them away.
Yeah, a good example I can see with that is Peter, because he denied him 3 times.
Yeah.
And he still is was it like head of the church?
Yeah.
Yeah, he still made him the head of the church, and he still loved him and all that.
Yeah. And it's just cool because, like, I mean, maybe this is a side little tangent, but like, you can be real with God. You can be real with Jesus. Like,
Yeah.
these people weren't pretending. I think I don't know. That's kind of a side note tangent. What? I think that's important, like helpful for me sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Is I don't have to have everything figured out all the time.
Yeah.
Like, can be things and questions I have every once in a while that come up, And it's okay that I don't know all the answers. And you might ask your small group leader. You might ask me, Justin, someone like preacher sometime, like a question, and they don't immediately have an answer. That's okay.
Yeah.
Like that is not a bad thing. And what I love about like Jesus not pushing his doubters away is he actually kind of like he invites those questions.
Yeah.
And I think that's encouraging because he doesn't really say like, come back to me when you have this perfect faith. Like when you have everything figured out, then you can come back to me. It's like, no, like come to me as you are, which is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So he mentioned the line last night. I believe, help my unbelief.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What do you think that looks like in real life?
Help my unbelief?
Yeah. So Jesus, or I'm sorry, I forget who it was exactly. I should have wrote it down.
It was I think the father and Mark of those sick sons.
Yes. Yeah. So he said, he was going to Jesus. He said, I believe, but help my unbelief. Like, what does that kind of look like for us now?
I mean, I can just probably see it as an example of people, like how we have problems and like while we're doubting, and like we can go to Jesus with our problems and with our doubts.
Yeah.
Help us through this problem and help us with our belief.
Yeah.
Because he asked for his unbelief, so that means he wants to be better in his faith.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's asking Jesus for help to get strong in his faith. So I can kind of see that of how people are. Like they have problems, and they want to get better in faith.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, God, I believe you. I believe in you, but I'm struggling in this area.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that like is really cool, that we can go to God with our struggles and with our pain and with our hard things and with those doubts, and we can ask him like, God, help me to trust you. And I think that's just kind of a decision, like keep praying, keep reading God's word, like keep following Jesus even when it's hard, even when it's challenging, even when you don't have every answer. Like that is okay. I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
All right.
Have you watched my new like Lamentation series on YouTube?
No, I have not. I meant to.
No, I'm just kidding. But like, so I just started this series, and we've been doing this like, we went through the book of Malachi.
Yeah, I watched that.
Now we're going through Lamentations. It's 5 weeks, and these people, the Israelites in Lamentations, do not understand what is going on. They don't understand like why God is allowing this to happen. But what's important to note in there is that they are complaining about it, but they're complaining to God about it.
Yeah.
They haven't left their faith fully. Obviously, they've sinned a lot and abandoned their faith a lot, which is why they're in the position that they're in. But they're still crying out to God, and they're still asking God, which is cool. So even when you don't believe, even when you have doubts and questions and hard things in life, you keep going to God.
Yeah.
You keep asking questions. You keep trying to learn. You keep praying. You keep reading His Word. Yeah, I think that's just awesome.
I've been trying to get through the Old Testament, so I'm in Numbers right now. So when I get to Lamentations, I'll probably watch that.
There you go. You got a minute then.
Yeah. Got a while.
Yeah, I figured with that, like we're going through the Psalms in the fall. If you didn't know, there you go, spoiler. This Wednesday, and so there's lots of Psalms of lament. So I figured it would kind of parallel well. So
yeah,
hopefully.
that's it.
Okay, so kind of the next like topic I wanted to hit at is he talked about discipleship and like what does it actually mean to be a disciple?
What I feel like it means to be a disciple is turning like from your life and following Jesus, like leaving what you're doing, like dropping everything and following Jesus. Like that's what Jesus said.
Yeah, like
I'll make you fishers of men.
Yeah,
instead of fishermen.
Yeah,
but
I love what this one guy in my life said. We kind of did like this discipleship thing several years ago. I went through it, and we were kind of, it was a pastor of a church, and it was me and a couple other guys, and he was kind of like discipling us almost. And we had been Christians in our faith for a long time, but it was really to just grow us and strengthen us. And he said a disciple is a follower of Jesus, because obviously you have to be you have to follow first. Like that was what we talked about last night. You have to follow first. You have to be a follower of Jesus. And he said, who is committed to the words, works, and ways of Jesus. You have to be committed to his word, You have to believe what his word says. Like what he says to do, that's what goes. The works, you have to believe the works that he did. Like what he did actually happened. Those miracles really did happen. What he said he was going to do is going to happen. His works happen, and his ways. We don't always have to understand his ways, right? But we have to believe that his way is best, and we have to be committed to his way over our way, which is incredibly hard at times.
Yeah.
So the disciple is someone who is a follower of Jesus, who is committed to the words, works, and ways of Jesus, and that always just stuck with me really clear. But really, like, if you can put it simple, it's someone who follows Jesus,
Yeah.
who learns from him, and lets Jesus shape their life.
Yeah.
That is a follower of Jesus. And I kind of I did like how he pointed that big difference out to us last night of what's the biggest command. Is it to go, or is it make disciples?
I'm not gonna lie. I said go.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of times we think. And I mean, if you look at like shirts, I mean, literally the shirt we gave out, it's on the back of your shirt right now. The go
Is
therefore is bigger than the and make disciples.
Yeah.
Right? Like that is what we prioritize a lot of times. And so I think that was a good distinction to make of if you're really following Jesus, then how could you not go?
Yeah.
Like you should have no other response but to go. It's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was really cool.
One thing I kind of thought was how does it not go? Because in order to make disciples, you have to go. You have to get out your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like you have to leave what you know.
Absolutely. And there's definitely an aspect of like getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So do you think there's a difference between believing in Jesus and actually living as his disciple?
Totally. Because I could say, like, probably half of North Carolina believes in Jesus, but they don't follow him.
Yeah.
Like they have, because they have, like,
I hope half of North Carolina believes in Jesus.
well, I mean,
but I don't know, man.
I would say like,
I don't know. There's a lot of people.
well, I mean, I would just say Charlotte, not
Yeah.
North Carolina. North Carolina is a big number, because a lot of people have Bible verses in their bios, but like they don't act like it.
Yeah.
Because I actually know a lot of people that are like that, and especially, not to call anyone out, but like a lot of people in public schools, like they believe in Jesus, but they don't follow him, like they don't share him.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just a lot of people in general.
Oh yeah,
Like, I mean, I'll play the other side. I mean, you got a lot of Christian school kids.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up in Christian,
Totally.
or not grew up in Christian school, but went to Christian school off high school. I mean, yeah, they would say they follow Jesus, but do they live like it whatsoever? Absolutely not.
oh yeah,
Like, they talk the same as everyone else. They live the same as everyone else. And I think that's so many people. And so there is that difference. Like you said, like, I love how quick you were. You were like, absolutely.
yeah,
There's definitely a difference. Because it is obeying him. It is obeying what he says to do, and it's living for him every single day of your life. Every decision you make, every action you take. So yeah, absolutely. There is a difference. Okay, you're a high schooler. So what would you say are some things that you think can pull students away from Jesus? From Justin talked about having your life bound to Jesus.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
He gave that analogy of the ship, and that guy being bound to the mast of that
it's
ship.
actually really funny because I'm kind of into that stuff.
Are you?
Yeah,
Yeah. And so, what do you think are some things that can pull yourself, other high schoolers, away from having their life like bound up to Jesus?
yeah, I would definitely say peer pressure, because in high school, like you said, there's a lot of people that like in school like go out and do these things that are like opposite of Jesus, and you're like, they're having a lot of fun. Like I want to
Yeah.
have fun,
Yeah.
and which is also kind of like FOMO, but yeah, like peer pressure is a lot, and like if your friends are like doing in our chapel today, this guy talked about have you seen A Christmas Story?
A Christmas Story? Yeah.
Where he sticks his tongue to the frozen pole because his kids were like, I double dog dare you. Yeah. And he did it and ended up getting hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll kind of say like peer pressure is a big part of it.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
a lot of people are like easy to You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's such a truth in that. Of I mean, peer pressure can get you so easy. I mean, it did in me high school. I think there's so much. I mean, wanting to fit in, right? There's that group that to everyone like looks like the cool group or the group you want to
yeah.
be a part of. Like
Yeah.
everyone in high school has that group,
Mhm.
right? Your friends who you surround yourself with can pull you away from Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Your relationships, speak directly to the camera, some relationships can absolutely pull you away from Jesus. Like I think a great like dating advice is if your boyfriend or girlfriend is not pushing you closer to Jesus,
Mhm.
but they're actually pulling you away, you need to break up. Like
Yeah.
right now. Like turn the video off and go break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Oh
Like
my gosh.
I'm being honest. Like if they're pulling you away from Jesus, you should not be in that relationship for another second. Like that is so serious. And we talked about it on the podcast the other day. We don't think you should probably date in high school anyway. But especially like, man, if it's pulling you away, then that's a big problem.
Yeah.
I think there's so much. I mean, social media.
Oh yeah.
Like, I had to delete it off my phone because I would spend just forever just scrolling, or you get caught up in the reels, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just one after another after another. And
Kinda
one is
guilty of that.
destroying your attention span, right? But two, like, if I was to spend the amount of time I spent on Instagram in the Word,
Oh yeah.
my goodness, would I know so much more shit. My
Yeah.
goodness. And so I just had to delete it.
Mhm.
And I mean, there's so much with that. But I mean, it's really, I think, just whatever can become your idol. I mean, sports, drama,
Mhm.
academics. Like,
Yeah.
if those things are your main priority and focus in life, then that is a distraction. That is pulling you away from Jesus. And it is, I don't know if this is a word, unbinding you from Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. There's so many things I think that we
Yeah.
can go on and on and on
Yeah.
about.
I feel like social media and like what you said, doom scrolling and all that. It's played a. I'm kind of guilty of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
We all are at some point. And so, yeah, I think if someone looked at your life every single day, your school life, your friend's life, what you do in your free time, all those social media, all those decisions, would they see Jesus at any point in your life?
Yeah.
Would they say that you're bound to Jesus? If the people around you say no, there's your answer, right? If the people around you don't see Jesus in your life, then you're probably not bound to Jesus.
Yeah. Definitely. I feel like yes, because me and my friend are trying to start like a club, I
Yeah.
guess, at our school with like
That's awesome.
worship and like message.
Let's go.
But I mean, it's been difficult, but that's another story.
Yeah,
But
gonna
yeah,
be.
we're trying to start it, and yeah, I would say like I represent Jesus well. I mean,
That's
not just
awesome,
in
bro.
like what I wear, but like how I act.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I act kind to others, like not hating
go, dude.
on anyone, but like
yeah.
I'm not trying to like brag on myself, but like
No, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear
kind
it.
of sounded like I was.
I wish I was doing that in high school.
Yeah.
I was not. I wasn't like a bad kid, but like just wasn't like following how I
You
should
afraid
be.
of the cops back in the day?
Well, afraid of what?
The cops back in the
No, nothing like that. No. Just I was afraid of what other people thought of me.
Oh, yeah,
And
that makes sense.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so kind of next topic of like big topic discussion.
Yeah.
Actually making disciples.
Mm.
You think that's something every Christian is called to do, or is that something like, okay, Justin, he's a pastor, right? Like Justin's supposed to make the disciples.
I feel like that's every Christian.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I can set you up there.
definitely that's definitely every Christian. I mean, yeah, I mean, why would you want to hide the joy that you get from
Yeah.
being with Jesus?
Yeah.
That's kind of like my motto of why I want to share the word. But yeah, I feel like it's also not only a commandment, but it's also like a mission.
Yeah, it's definitely something. I mean, Jesus gave that to his followers, right? I'm pretty sure he said this last night, but it wasn't. It probably was not just the 11 disciples. right? Because Judas was gone at this point. It probably was not just them. There's probably a massive crowd around them that he's given this commission to.
Mhm.
It's definitely not just for pastors or church leaders or small group leader. It's for every. If you claim the name of Jesus, that is your mission to go and make disciples.
That's why we say it every night.
That's why we say it every single night. Right?
Yeah.
Every single Wednesday. Do you think that can be intimidating, or is that something that like we should be just like, let's go,
I
let's do it
mean,
right now?
I mean, I would say it's like that, but it
Yeah.
can be intimidating.
Oh, absolutely.
Like definitely.
Yeah,
Because like what you said, like people thinking like what they think about you.
yeah,
That's definitely a big play on it. Like
absolutely.
especially if you have this one friend group that you've been bound to for a while.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's a Christian.
Yeah.
Then he might not want to do this stuff anymore. So they
Yeah.
might distance themselves, and you're like, I don't want that.
Hmm.
And yeah, like it's a big part of like how you should live your life. So I would say like,
Yeah, absolutely. I think definitely there's that aspect of being afraid of what people think. I think there's a big thing of being afraid of rejection,
oh yeah,
right? We don't want to share our faith a lot of times because we're scared people will say no.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst they can say is no. The best they can say is yes, and they come to church and maybe they get saved and
Yeah.
hallelujah. And the worst consequence is you getting a little embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
I think we have to push past the intimidation. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think another intimidation thing is what we talked about earlier. Like we have questions.
oh
every
yeah,
once in a while.
definitely.
And so what happens when that person then brings up a question to us
And like
and
we don't know
how
it.
to
Yeah,
answer it? And that can be intimidating.
yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
But again, it is okay if you do not know every answer to every question. That is fine.
Definitely.
But when those questions come up, you should seek to learn it. And if you get rejected or someone asks a question to you and you don't know the answer, man, you should seek to find that answer. So the next person that asks you that,
Mhm.
you're ready and you have an answer.
Yeah,
for it.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Stay in the word so you know how to answer questions of the word.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I kind of answered my next question of like, can you make disciples without having all the answers? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? Like we just
Yeah.
said that. Yeah.
I'd
So-
probably say, and if that you don't know the answer to that question, I'd probably just say like, I don't know, but if you have that question and like you're dying to know the answer to it, ask like my pastor or something.
Yeah.
Like, ask like a person that you know could answer that,
Yeah.
or just say, come to church and you might figure that out.
Yeah. So
Always invite someone to church.
absolutely always advise somebody. And I need to do a better job about that.
Yeah, me too. That's kind
So
of
I guess continuing with that like make disciples thing, have you had someone personally, I guess, in your life that helped disciple you, helped you grow in your faith?
oh definitely.
Yeah.
I would kind of say Justin for one, and then some pastors at my school,
Yeah.
and then definitely some friends around me.
Yeah.
This is why you surround yourself with good people,
Absolutely.
because that plays a big part
Hmm.
of how you live.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, same for me. I mean, I can think of multiple guys that poured into my life. My dad, absolutely. My grandfather, absolutely. Lots of people. I mean, both my parents, my mom as well.
Yeah.
Friends, Justin, so many people.
Mhm.
So I guess the thing is like, how did they do? So we've been discipled in our lives. How did they do that for us?
Because they were going out, making disciples.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah, they were intentional with us, right?
Yeah.
They were investing in us.
Mhm.
And how'd they do that? They spent time with us.
They spent time. Yeah.
They encouraged us. They answered our questions.
Mhm.
When we had things that we brought to them. They encouraged us in it. They showed us what it was like to follow Jesus.
Oh,
They
yeah.
showed us what it was like a lot of times through their own lives. I think sometimes a great disciple maker can be somebody that just lives a godly lifestyle, who does the right things, and maybe they're not always the person that speaks out and
Oh,
is
yeah.
super bold, but man, they are just living for Jesus day after day after day. That can make such an impact and a difference on people.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Just seeing how that person's different.
Yeah.
You know, whatever they have, I want that. They
Yeah.
have a joy and a happiness that I do not have.
Mhm.
And just, yeah, so those people in our lives, like, man, they just poured into us. They just started sharing the word with us. They
Yeah.
just started talking about it. And so how do we do that? How do we make disciples? We do the exact same thing, right? We
Yeah.
spend time with people. That's the biggest thing.
Totally.
Is sometimes you have to get out of your friend zone and your comfort zone and spend time with unbelievers and people in your life that aren't following Jesus. Go sit with them at lunch one day. Go talk to them about Jesus. Like, sit next to them in a class. Invite them to church every single day of class. Eventually, they're probably going to get tired of you asking, and
Yeah.
they're going to say yes. You have to invest some sort of time and energy into those people.
Yeah. It's an effort.
Yeah. So he asked this question of who is one person in your life that you can intentionally help take a step closer to Jesus, and you don't have to give that answer, but I think there should be someone in all of our lives where
Totally.
we need a person that we are intentionally seeking after, trying to, if they don't know Jesus, bring them to church, like help them find Jesus, help them find the answers they're looking for, and then come alongside them when they do, if they do decide to make that decision. And we encourage them, we help them, we teach them how to read the Bible, we teach them things like that. Is what we are to do, and we should all have somebody like that. It's kind of the last thing we'll talk about is he mentioned two things. We must have a burden,
Yeah.
and we must have boldness. And that was kind of where the sermon ended on. Do you think that there's sometimes we forget that there's people around us that don't know Jesus?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's easy to get comfortable in like our own routines, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to get comfortable in the friend groups we have in the Christian circles. I mean, we can get so caught up in a Christian bubble. Like,
Yeah.
no shot at you, like Christian school kid. Like, you can get so caught up. And I was the same way. Like, okay, we come to church on Sunday morning. We're in a Christian school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
We go to youth group on Wednesday night.
Mhm.
The only day that we're not in a church type Christian environment is on Saturday. And even then, you're probably hanging out with your friends who go to your school
Yeah.
or go to your church. And it's so easy to get caught up in that routine. And that's great. And I'm not saying don't do that. You should absolutely have Christian, godly friends. And you should absolutely, like, 100%. But it is easy for us to forget that there are
Yeah.
like thousands of people around us that don't know Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess the question is, like, what does that burden, like, it should stir a burden inside of you. If it doesn't, then that's a scary thing, honestly.
Yeah.
What does having that burden for people, for lost people, actually do inside of us? Like, what does that so we have that burden inside of us.
Mhm.
Now, going forward, let's say like this week, how should that change the way we live?
Definitely start mentioning how you're doing in your faith with people. Because then
Yeah.
if you start doing that, then you could like ask a question like, hey, how have you been doing?
Yeah.
And if like they say yes, then great. And like, and if no, like you can just introduce them.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like if you have a burden, like it doesn't always have to start with, hey, do you know Jesus?
Mhm.
You can always like, they can be Christian, like not really be a follower. Like we said earlier,
Yeah.
like you can just ask them, like I said, how are you doing in your faith?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah. It's just caring for people, honestly. Like, just genuinely caring about them, caring about
yeah.
their soul, and being so super intentional with people. I mean, like you said, building those relationships with people, actually listening to them. I know that's hard for us a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because we like to talk and we like to say things, and stop sometimes and just listen. Listen to what they're going through, listen to their story, their situation, and then come alongside and share yours and share what Jesus has done. But listen to them. Build those real relationships. Start praying for those people. When you meet them, when you come across them, know their name.
Yeah.
Pray for them. Know their struggle. Pray for their struggles.
Yeah.
That's what we try to tell all of our leaders. Is, man, we want the leaders to know y'all's names.
Yeah.
And know y'all's story and know y'all's struggle.
Mhm.
And those are kind of the things we want. And man, when we do that, and those opportunities come, those opportunities to talk about Jesus come, and when those opportunities come, I think we're more ready
Oh yeah,
to actually share. Um,
getting experience will definitely help with sharing.
yeah, absolutely. So, if we can ask a personal question here, Riley,
All right.
where do you think that you need more boldness? I can go first while you're thinking, and I think I need more boldness, and sometimes like stepping up and actually talking
Yeah.
about Jesus when those opportunities come instead of staying
Yeah.
quiet. And I'll just be real and honest. Like last night really did like stir a burden inside of me.
Hmm.
I knew the analogy that he was going with all week of the number, and I knew it was going to be massive number. But man, like the Lord just spoke to me so clearly last night
Yeah.
on just so I don't know if everyone knows what I get to do most of the time through the school year, but I get to go into a lot of like the public schools and I get to go to a lot of the clubs.
Oh,
And I
really?
love them, like FCA clubs and YCI clubs and all these clubs across the county. And it's awesome and it's amazing. And really what just kind of burdened me last night is like, yes, you guys are in there as students and y'all should absolutely be reaching those people and sharing them with them and all. But like, and God has given me an opportunity inside of those schools to share about Jesus, to talk to these students, to encourage them who maybe didn't hear the message last night, to invite their friends and just really like step up and talk more and be more bold.
Good.
But I think a lot of times it is very easy to go into those settings and they're all student led clubs and to go in to talk to some kids, to make connections and blah, 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 and just chill.
Yeah.
Right. And that sounds terrible, but like really like it can be very easy to not really do much and
Yeah.
kind of let the students run the club, which they should absolutely. But there's definitely some opportunities for me to like step up more and be more bold in it of sharing about our youth groups, sharing about my faith, like sharing why we do what we do, share why I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm there because we genuinely care about every single person in that
Yeah.
school, and we want every single person in that school to come know Jesus. And I don't care if it's our youth group or another youth group that like just get involved in a church. And so yeah, that was kind of the burden inside of me last night, and that's gonna require more boldness.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Um, so yeah, man, the Lord just really spoke that to me last night, and just
That's awesome.
yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool.
So, for me, I told you about the club. I was always thinking like that's a good way to share the word in my school.
Mhm.
But that burden that stirred in me was I can do more.
Yeah,
I can definitely do more.
yeah,
Because I'm not gonna be able. Not everyone's gonna go to it, and not everyone's gonna really like listen. I would say
yeah.
the best way you can get someone to listen is by talking to them personally,
Hmm.
and yeah, doing more and like going out more, making more disciples,
Yeah, absolutely.
and like instead of like just sitting back and like waiting on this club to start, I go, and if like maybe it might not happen, but like instead of that, I go to people and talk to them,
Yeah,
like and start
yeah,
trying to get the faith. Like that's
yeah,
the whole purpose of the club, like bring people or like students, a club led by students for students
yeah,
to enjoy the word and like maybe learn about it more.
yeah.
And it started because I want to share the word in the school,
Hmm.
and I can always do more instead of just doing that club.
Yeah,
And
yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
I think so often like we think that it has to be this big, massive thing.
yeah,
Right. Um, like, amen, hallelujah, you're starting this club. Like,
yeah.
that's awesome, dude. And anything we can do to help you with that, let us know.
I know it was
Um,
pretty far.
yeah, that's okay. But like, man, it's those little things too. Like that person you're sitting beside in math class, right? Have you talked to them? You know, there's how many people in your classes every single day in the lunchroom, around the school, in the parking lot that maybe you don't know their name. You see, like, you see them all the time. Like, or you do know their name, but you never talk to them.
Yeah.
And I mean, this goes for everybody. Like, and it's just those little steps of let me talk to them, let me get to know them, and let me invite them to church. And you're probably gonna be rejected a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Because if one says yes, amen. Every single part of it was worth it. And so yeah, like obviously be bold, take those big steps, be courageous, but man, be bold in those little decisions as well.
Yeah.
In those little moments when you feel like, and I should go talk to this person, or I should share this, or even like you see people around you doing something wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like speak up for what's right, speak up for truth, and be bold in that way. And especially like chase another little tangent, like if you are seeing another brother or sister in Christ,
Oh yeah.
doing something they should not be doing, you should absolutely say something to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you might get made fun of, and you might get mocked, and that is okay.
Yeah.
Like that is perfectly fine. You have to be okay with that because you have to stand up for what's right.
Yep.
And I think kind of to close us out, like the end of that, the end of the Great Commission, is Jesus's promise that he's always with us.
Yeah.
That he's with us to the end of the age. And I just think that just brings such a peace and a comfort to know that, man, God is with us in every single one of those situations, every one of those circumstances, those times when your heart is beating out of your chest, when you're so anxious, when you need that boldness and you need that courage, God is with you.
Yeah.
And he's with you every step of the way.
Yeah.
You don't have to know all the right words.
Yeah.
You don't have to know all the questions or the answers to the questions. You don't have to do everything perfect.
Yeah.
I think just for me, sometimes I feel like I need like the script and I need to know like what to say in this situation, and you don't. Like just allow God to use you, allow God to work through you.
Yeah.
And when he prompts you and leads you in a direction, just go.
Yeah.
And because it's not about you. That's kind of the main point of all this, is it's not about you. And so often we make it about ourselves, and we just say, like, I just don't have that gift. I don't have that ability, or I'm too scared, or I'm too worried. And every single time it's I can't do this because of this. It's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about him. And he's with you every step of the way, and that just should bring you so much comfort and peace. Yeah. Any final thoughts, Riley?
On that last point, yeah, definitely brings me like reassurance that even in like not just when going out and make disciples, like when you're in problems of your own, like, and when you're in troubles, like God is there with you.
Yeah.
And that just like kind of shows his love for you.
Yeah.
Like how Jesus Christ, the person who died and was born again, is with you.
Yeah.
Like that same power that brought him up from the dead is with you.
Yeah. So cool.
That's like just amazing.
Yeah.
And like awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it should just fill us with so much. It should fill us with boldness, right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing God can't do. And so just open yourself up to be used by him, and you'll see him do miraculous and amazing things.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah.
Those
are my thoughts. You got any more thoughts?
I don't think so.
Sweet. Well, we hope you guys enjoy this. Again, if you want to come on, sit in Riley's seat, kick him out. No, I'm just kidding. Then yeah, man, like let me know. We're gonna try to do this every Thursday. Hopefully Justin preaches good. No, I'm just kidding. We love you. Yeah, but it'll be good. I'm excited, and forces you to listen a little better, doesn't it? Yeah, because you knew this was coming. Yeah, you should all listen anyway. But yeah, so go therefore.
Make disciples of all nations,
baptizing them in the name of the Father,
the Son,
and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all I have commanded you, and behold, I'm with you always
to the end of the age.
You're
not dismissed.
You're right. You're commissioned. So yeah, all of y'all, like, man, do something this week. Go and make disciples, and teach them the word. Speak truth into their lives. Share the gospel with them, and man, like, let's fill the room up next Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like you said earlier, if every single person invites one person, like, goodness, we doubled right there.
Yeah.
Like, invite people next week. Invite people every single week. And if they tell you no, invite them again. If they tell you no, invite them again. And just keep doing it over and over and over again. And I'm excited to see like what the Lord does this year
Yeah.
and over the next several weeks and months. And yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
I'm excited for Psalms to start.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. See you guys.
See ya.